Well, hello. Today is a very exciting day because I'm finally tackling my bedroom. I've been going around one room at a time, trying to one, declutter and get ready for the holidays, and two, just kind of like get my life back in order. I feel like it's been a long time coming, but I really need to get this stuff together. Okay, so today is the day. It is time.
Time to get your life together.
It's actually really ironic that that clip was said in my closet after we moved in and I decluttered it and set it up and did the whole thing because, listen, today I'm just tackling my bedroom and then I'm cleaning other parts of my house as well. But my closet is high on my list of priorities to get to. I just feel like everything else needs to be in order before I tackle that. I know it's going to be a whole day project. It's gonna be a thing, okay? I'm not looking forward to it if I'm being really honest with you. And then, of course, not only my closet, but my bedroom has become my dumping ground for all the things, okay? So all these boxes I went through recently and was like, okay, I'm tidying this area. And I put all the Halloween stuff together and all the Thanksgiving stuff. And since then, I have started to accumulate Christmas things. Speaking of Halloween, what the heck? I think at one point, I was like, what even is that? I think at one point, we were going to do a family costume and we were thinking of Wicked costumes because Meredith was Glenda. And so I bought a costume for my older daughter as well, but we ended up going in a different direction. So I never opened the box and I need to return that and will Target accept it? And I hope so. They can save it for next year, right? It's no big deal. It's no big deal. That's what I'm telling myself anyway. I'm really bad about returning stuff, but I'm trying to be better. It's like the 1% rule. Just try to be 1% better than I was yesterday. And that's just the rule of thumb. It's the rule of life, and that's the rule to success. Apparently, because I don't know anything about anything, but some book states it, and I'm just gonna take their word for it. So I have a little pile of returns over here. As a matter of fact, I have 3 things in it, and one is a craft. 2 things are from Halloween. One arrived broken, so it's like not my fault. So hopefully they accept that back too. But anyway, I talked about returns, how I'm not good about doing it, but I'm trying. I'm sitting over here like, hey, that's probably 30, 40 bucks in this box and I can't just rid of it. Speaking of ridding of stuff, hopefully later today, I am able to, well, first of all, eat all the treats that I find as I clean my bedroom because you know there's always gonna be a treat around the corner. That's how I live my life. Yes, if I find a treat, if I find licorice on the floor, I'm popping it in my mouth because why else was it there? Explain to me that. Why else was this bag of treats there, if not to tempt me as I clean? Okay. Also, okay, so I'm going through I know I wanted to say something about decluttering my garage, but hopefully that happens later today. I'm going through the Halloween stuff and I'm putting it together and I finally put the Halloween things in their bins in my garage. I did that later this day. I didn't film it. I just couldn't film everything. You know when you've been filming all day and you're like, oh, whatever, I've done enough filming. I just have to actually do some stuff without You know that feeling? You know what I'm talking about? So I didn't film me putting all this stuff away. Just know that it happened and there aren't random boxes in my living room. I say that. There's one full of, well, you'll see later in the video. I'll probably forget to tell you. It's birthday decorations for the birthday this weekend, which is what all of this chaos is. It's like all the holiday stuff and then all the birthday stuff is accumulating. And I was like, okay, Christmas is literally right around the corner. I need to get my stuff together. So sometimes I buy gifts and then I find them 6 months later hidden in my closet in the secret spot that I put it in to try to hide it from my kids. I've actually done a horrible job of that already this year, that they've found a couple of gifts and I'm like, no, please, I'm saving that, So, pros and cons to being a disaster. The pro is that your children find things and then I'm like, all right, well, that's fair. You can have it. You can have it a little early. So going through and I was going through the Halloween costumes and I found some sunglasses. I was so happy to find them. A lot of times I don't even put sunglasses on because, I forget to put them in the car or whatever, 100 different scenarios. But I was happy to find some where they were actually in the 70s costume bin that we have. We had like a 70s family get together, so I bought a couple costumes for that. And I thought, you know what? I'll put this in the costume bin. Who knows who's going to need a 70s style costume in the future? So I put that, like all the 70s costumes together. And apparently my sunglasses, someone thought they were... I mean, it was probably me. It was like, oh, sunglasses. Let me put them all together and then whatever. So I'm glad I found those. Short story long. And now I'm tackling my bedroom. Listen. There's no justifying this. I live in squalor. We know this about me. I've come to accept it. And different seasons of life, people judge based off of their own experiences, and I totally get it. I get you. Listen, I got it. But also, I'm finally tackling it. So it's like, what can you say about it? So leave me alone. I'm fine. I'm doing my best. Drowning most days. I'm drowning, barely keeping my head above water. But I am, and look at me go. And so today I really wanted to get this area. I knew there was just so much gunk and dust under our bed. I'm not sure I've cleaned under this bed since I put the rug there a couple of years ago. Not gonna lie. Okay. I'd love to be that person and be like, yes, I clean my sheets once a week. And yes, I dust under my bed, but I don't. I have a million other things, maybe 2 million other things happening. And dusting under my bed is just really low on my list of priorities. It does feel a lot cleaner in my bedroom, and you'll see it before and after, and you will be shocked at the results. And actually, I've been thinking, oh man, I should get a new bed frame and, down the road, maybe have a little bedroom makeover. And it just like, why? What? For what? For who? This bed is actually pretty cool. We went several years without having a proper bed frame or matching furniture, so this is my adult bedroom. Okay. Could it look nicer? Could it look Pinterest worthy and Instagram perfect? Sure. It could if I wanted to put the time, energy, and effort and resources, I'm talking money, into it. But I just have other priorities in my house. Like one of my kids has a mattress on the floor. We just keep going back and forth. And we're undecided on what kind of bed frame to get her. And now, sorry, I'm like choking on my own spit. Now, Wentworth is also sleeping on a mattress on his floor because it's a whole thing. And now I just feel like my life is even falling apart, even though I just told you I'm trying to get it back together. It's time. But let me tell you, so Wentworth was like, oh yeah, I would love to have one of those beds, like a bunk bed, but the bottom is more of a loft and a desk area and a bookshelf. And we said, you know what, dude, that sounds really cool. So he can have more room for activities. You know all about it. He needs more room for all those activities that he does. And his room is one of the smallest in the house, even though it's a decent size. He compares just like everyone else does. So we thought, great, let's do it. We bought the bed February. It came in probably late summer, July. That's how long it took. And put it together. It was the worst. So we ended up getting rid of it. Money lost, but it's all about, who knows what it's all about, honestly. Somebody tell me what it's all about. Keeping our kids happy, I think, is the moral of that story. That's the baseline, what it's all about. So we got rid of his bunk bed situation. So now we're looking for, because obviously we got rid of his bigger bed before then. So now we're looking for a bed for him as well. So really getting a new bed frame for us that is more aesthetic, if you will, is very, very low on my list of priorities. Keeping a clean and tidy house is much higher on my list. And that is my plan today, to tackle all the forgotten areas. And my bedroom being numero uno on my list, and my closet. Hopefully, my hope is to tackle it next weekend. But I haven't looked at my calendar to see what next weekend is a busy weekend. So my mind is thinking, oh my gosh, it's time to get rid of this. I know so many people have asked, why do you still have that in your bedroom? That's like the little bassinet, side sleeper for like a newborn, Well, I keep it there because Wolfgang, even though he just turned 2, he still, he comes in our bedroom halfway through the night. I can put him to bed in his room, but he's 2 and he like loves us and stuff. So he comes in our bedroom. We co-sleep. You can judge that too. That's cool. Everyone has their own things, and apparently that's ours. And we welcome him in, but he's at the age where like he's never fallen off the bed. He's never rolled onto that little crib thing, but I keep it there as a security for myself, just in case, because like what Alex and I always say, if it can happen, it will happen. And finally, I just thought, you know what? Let's get rid of this thing. It is collecting junk. I end up putting all of my clothes on it and, all of that. So I'm finally getting rid of it. And behind the bed was just a bunch of crap, bunch of little toys and garbage and all this stuff. So I'm sweeping behind it and under it and all that good stuff. But what I wanted to say about the crib sleeper is that it's bittersweet to get rid of it, that I'm never going to have a newborn next to me. I mean, I say never, but that's the hope. Okay. I actually got a question, not a question, more of a statement. Oh my gosh, you're pregnant again? Like from a couple of people in one video where maybe I looked bloated or something. I don't know. I was like, no, I'm not pregnant, but I do have a uterus. So if that is what you're referring to, I have had 5 children. So like, I don't have a flat stomach, and maybe other people who have had 5 children do have a flat stomach, and like that's cool. But I also really like to eat brownies, so like I got a little pooch, I got a little stomach, and that's cool too. And so I just want to clear the air on that. We are hopefully fifth and final is what I've always said. So we've got 5 kids. We're pretty good. We're pretty solid. I am personally ready for the next stage of my life. But like I said, it's bittersweet. I love the newborns. Well, love to hate it. Okay. It's pros and cons. It is so all consuming. It is exhausting. It is, man. Oh my gosh. I can't even really properly describe the newborn stage. I have had 5 children, and sometimes it is bliss, and I feel that. And, I've had wonderful babies who have actually slept, and I have been able to enjoy the newborn stage for the most part, like 80% of the time. And I've also had babies, 2 of them, who have been extremely challenging, extremely Velcro baby, not wanting to go to anyone else for more than 10 minutes. I'm not exaggerating. And so it's a lot. It's a lot. And yes, you can say, well, it was your choice to have. Yeah, but you never know the temperament of the child that you're going to have, and everyone's different, and the circumstances are all different. So we do our best with what we have. And anyway, this 5th baby, nearly did me in. Okay, let me just say that. It was real hard. It was tough. But so seeing that thing go is bittersweet, knowing that like, yes, I will eventually enter a new season of life where I have a little bit more freedom and they are a little bit more independent. And yes, there are pros and cons to watching your kids grow up and different challenges in different stages and all of that stuff. But just no more newborn for me. So I can be a little sad about it and a little excited. And that's exactly how I feel. So anyway, I'm going through this bin under my bed that just lives there. It's just full of memorabilia, full of keepsakes. I just showed you a picture of Alex. Happy Veterans Day. I know that recently passed. So if you are a veteran, thank you for your service and all that good stuff. Alex was in the Air Force. We were stationed in Italy. I say we because we were married and followed him around. And so we were stationed in Italy, and that was so beautiful. I have military members throughout my whole family. My mom, my dad, brothers, I've got uncles, grandparents, all that good stuff. So, that's the life that I knew for so very, very long. And to be out of it is somewhat bizarre, but also nice. So if you are a military spouse or relative, my heart goes out to you too, because it's not easy being that. So I'm going through this box of memorabilia. It's really just like old yearbooks, which why am I even keeping them? I thought about getting rid of them, and then I just thought, well, I got the space. I can just store them under here. It's fine. I did get rid of other things that were in this box, some craft supplies and things that I haven't touched literally in several years. So got rid of those. Also going through the drawers next to my bedroom. I never open these drawers. I thought I could get rid of all of this. This is a picture of a gal who should not have had her permit. The puka shell necklace, my hair. Oh, I could cry. I cut my hair a few times. For most of my life, I've had long hair, and every time I cut it, I'm like, man, why did I do that? So the grow up process is rough. But anyway, I could tell you some stories about why I shouldn't have had my license, but that's for another time. I'm going through these drawers, realizing I never open them. I should probably just get rid of it. I had some extra space in this bin that I was happy to just throw the stuff in, shove it under my bed, and that's fine. It was a lot of pictures, a lot of old pictures, a lot of pictures of, my kids when they were much younger, when we would actually print a lot of pictures. And on top of that, I found some artwork that Avelina did. She's my oldest. She's 13, which is another reason why we're totally done, because having a baby and having a 13-year-old and just the age range of my kids. And why do I still have this from elementary school? I was a safety patroller. It is the most prestigious role I've ever held in my life. Flashing you my badge and all that good stuff. But anyway, I was going through this. Hold the heck on, because I'm pretty sure that I can still recite the pledge or whatever the heck is on this badge. I haven't looked at it or zoomed in or anything. Scouts honor, okay? Oh, no, hold on. Now I can't remember. I pledge to do my best, to report to duty on time, to perform my duties faithfully. Oh, that's all I remember. Hold on. I need a refresher. Hold on. I looked it up on Google. It continues. Always set a good example. Treat others as you would like to be treated. Report dangerous student practice. No, this isn't the one I had. I can't read the one that I have. Oh, if I could remember it, wouldn't that be so cool? But I can't. And I found some artwork from when Avelina was in pre-K 4. And I was so happy to find it, because I've kind of been dragging my feet. I shared with you in a previous video of how they have a really long hallway in the addition. Oh, and I found the elf hat. Alfred. Yeah, we don't move him. Okay, and that's a whole story and a half. I'm going to write myself a little note to talk about the elf, because I do want to mention that. Just let me finish this story. One story at a time. Is it possible to do that? So the artwork, I've been dragging my feet in the addition. They have that really long hallway and I want to do something with it. But I was like, I have so much artwork from the other kids. I really honestly thought we had gotten rid of a lot of Avelina's artwork from when she was younger. And they do such a great job at my kids' school of making really nice pieces of artwork. You saw some of them. Oh my gosh, the table leaves. The table leaves. I'll write that down too. How the heck did those get stuck under my bed? So the artwork I found, and then I thought, you know what, this is perfect, because now I have some artwork for her to hang up. And, I have got artwork from when she's older too. I just really wanted some of her special pieces from when she was younger, because I think that's what makes a house a home. Some of those nostalgic pieces, pictures of the kids when they were younger, maybe having pictures of family members when they were younger. I just love that feel. And I don't have that in this house yet, but it all comes in time. I share with you often that one of my sister-in-laws told me, you know what? You have the rest of your life to decorate this house. And that really gave me so much peace when she said that. And I reference that in my mind a lot. Okay. So the leaves that I found under my table, under the bed, were table leaves from the table that we gave away. Like, what, a year ago? Oh my gosh, I want to cry. I can't believe we completely forgot about them. Because when I was cleaning under the bed, he had a poker table under there, which I think I rolled out already. But then the table leaves, I just thought, oh man, I wonder if we can find them, whoever got the table, and give them these leaves, because it totally transforms the table. Like, it makes it, 18 feet long or something crazy. So we probably won't be able to find them. And that's fine. It's just whatever. Life goes on, say la vie. But to be able to clean under my bed and know that it's not riddled with a bunch of crap under there is so nice. I made my bed for the first time in 20 years, so that's pretty cool. And I know that there's not a bunch of crap under it. Feels so great just to know that even the drawers aren't cluttered with stuff. And I did go on Alex's side in a minute. You'll see I didn't go through his drawers. He could do that if he wants to, but that's his stuff. It's not my responsibility. It's not only my responsibility, but I don't want to get rid of stuff that if he wants it, So he can do that if he very well chooses to do it. Oh, and then the amount of dust in my bedroom, I kept waking up and sneezing, and I just thought, what? I bet it's because I have 2 inches of dust in here. And that is likely the case. So I went in here, gave it a nice deep clean in this bedroom, and man, it feels like a different room, obviously, because it had, I don't know, 7 million things all up in it, all the holiday decor, all the party decor, all the things. And so I'm just, we've got storage in our garage where I put all the holiday things in their holiday bins, and it's perfect. So this is Alex's bedside table, and he keeps books there and stuff, and he had a magazine. And at one point, apparently the magazine was waterlogged. Maybe a glass of water spilled or something is what I can deduce this to. And at the time when I found it, I was like, oh, I don't have time to deal with this right now. So I just tidied it up really quickly and thought, I'll get to it when I get to it. Well, the day has arrived. The day has come. And so I was trying to scrape it. I have one of those Pampered Chef scrapers. I carry it in my pocket when I am cleaning the floors so I could scrape stuff off the floors, when you're cleaning and there's gunk somewhere. It's always nice to have one of these. I think it came in a pack of 3. Got it off Amazon a year or 2 ago. I just love having them on hand. But anyway, I moistened the magazine, well, what's left of it anyway, with some spray, and I am wiping it up, and I was amazed. I thought the table was going to be ruined. I thought there was going to be watermarks on it, but it's totally fine. It's crazy. And a part of me just thinks, oh, maybe I can paint these tables. I won't. That's not my thing. I'm not a DIYer as much as I try. I refinished the coffee table in our living room, and it's just, it's sad, honestly. Let's just be real, okay? You can't encourage that type of behavior from me. But anyway, it feels just, oh my gosh, it feels so much better. And then I had this lonely bag full of Christmas stuff. It's got Christmas ornaments in there. I got from the thrift store a couple big bags of them. I had wrapping paper, some gifts for the kids. And I thought, you know what, let me just shove it in my closet where everything else is. It's a mess in there anyway. I literally can't walk in there. When you see the closet clean out video, hopefully it comes out soon. It just be nice is all is really all I can ask. Okay, because I know it's bad. It is bad. I've neglected it. I've neglected myself, and I just have to tackle it one day. I've got to take time out of my day to do it. So this is a big part of getting the dust out. It's just going over the whole bed frame and cleaning it. And I found this spray, I think from TJ Maxx or Home Goods or something. I typically love the Blue Land cleaners, and that's what I use everywhere else in my house. If you ever see me with a cleaner, it's probably a Blue Land cleaner, even if it isn't in a Blue Land bottle. I like to reuse the bottle. Even this one I'll reuse and put a little tablet in there. I just get them sent to my door, I know it's on auto ship or whatever. So that's really nice. And it's $2 for each one. But anyway, I found this one, $5, I'll have you know, from Home Goods or TJ Maxx. But I thought, you know what, let's change up the scent for the holidays. And it is so nice to switch things up every once in a while and have a nice different scent. So I really enjoyed that. I think it's apples and cinnamon or something like that. So that was fantastic. Loved that. And I even have a diffuser in my room. I haven't diffused anything in my room yet, but I actually, if you want to talk about it, I got an email this morning from Magic Candle Company. That's the place that I get my fragrance oils from, and they have a new Christmas scent. And I'm just send it in the monthly subscription box. Okay. Because, and then I went to their holiday scents, and I'm pretty sure I want to order every single one of them. I use them, so it's totally justified. I went from buying DW candles to buying these. The difference is I actually use the fragrance oils, and I never really burned the DW candles. So, one could argue that the fragrance oils are worth it. Yeah, one could argue that. I'm not one person. Okay, here's a before and after of my bedroom. Can you even believe it? Isn't that crazy? So I'm really but the fun's not over. Okay. This is what my bathroom looks like. I know, but listen, we've discussed this. I live in squalor and it's cool. I've come to accept these terms of my life, and I do my best to keep up with it. I don't do a very well job. You know what I'm trying to say. English is a hard language. It's my second language, if you didn't know that. Okay. Anyway, so welcome to my dumping ground number 3. We've seen worse, honestly. Let's be real, okay? And I share these things because, well, One, maybe you'll feel better about yourself. Like, oh my gosh, look at her. Look at this. Let me also remind you that you live your judgments. Okay, I'm just going to say that. And we've seen worse with this. It's like maybe you're going to feel better about how you live your life, looking at my life and being like, oh my gosh, you know what? It's like watching an episode of Hoarders and then you end it and you're thinking, well, what I have got going is not as bad. It doesn't seem so bad. So at the end of the day, or when I'm trying to find an outfit to wear, I'll go through clothes and just shove them here. Okay. So that's what all of this is. I'm just going through these and hanging them up. And some of them are sweaters and it's like, I don't have to wash that. And some of this stuff needs to be washed. I put it in I don't think really any of this stuff. Most of the time I just throw it in the hamper that's literally right there. But this is stuff that I try on. I'm like, oh, not today. So anyway, I can't. I'm honestly like dreading showing you my closet. Maybe I'll do a pre-tidy up. Would that be fair? It wouldn't be fair. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to. But anyway, the bathroom situation, I did not clean my mirrors. I know it. But I did do a pretty good job tidying. My main goal for this area specifically was to clean the floors, come in and mop, because it's been a really long time since I've done that. And I should have probably done my shower, but I did that a couple weeks ago, so I was feeling okay about that. But so I did a general tidy up of this area. And, I do spend a lot of time in this bathroom. The layout of it, it's weird. It's a weird layout. There's a lot of empty space, a lot of weird space. I'm like, the towel's all the way over here. Maybe I should put a towel ring by my sink because every time I wash my hand, when I'm getting ready in the morning, I don't know about you, I wash my hands at least 8 times. I'll wash my hands, put my contacts in. Okay, and then I'll start to put on makeup and then wash my hands. And then I'll put face moisturizer on or whatever and then wash my hands. I wash my hands so much when I'm getting ready for the day, but the towel is all the way on the other side. I say that literally 5 steps away. It's the little things in life, the little annoyances, and that's all that is. And that's why I haven't done anything about it, because every time I notice myself complaining, I'm like, really? Oh my gosh, I feel so bad for you. Your bathroom is so big that you have to walk 5 steps to dry your hands. I get it. I know. I hear you. I hear myself mostly. And that's why I don't really care. But I thought I'd share that with you if you are suffering from the same problem. So the toys in the bathtub, they just don't always get put away. I'll just say that. Alex is the one who mostly bathes the kids. I do sometimes, obviously, but sometimes Alex does, and sometimes the toys don't get put away, and sometimes the baby is screaming, and it's low or last on our list of priorities, to tidy up. Priority number 1 is calm the baby. So I'll just leave that. But anyway, it does feel really nice. I've decluttered their bath toys before, and just coming in again before and after, it's really nice to look at. Stop the beeping. I'm sorry. All my best friends are texting me right now. It's no big deal. Okay. Before and after, just so satisfying. And I hope you feel the same gratification as I feel looking at this. And that's what I like about cleaning, is you can visually see the results right away. And that's what I really enjoy. So this was top on my list. And yes, my laundry room is a mess. We know this about me. Okay. And I had Halloween costumes. I don't know what season it is. I got that Christmas doll from the thrift store probably during the summertime, and she's just been hanging out ever since. I should have just put her in a Christmas bin right away, but that's not how my brain works. I was like, she's really cute and I don't want to put her away. So I also have Thanksgiving stuff rolling around the house, and we've got it all. Okay. It's the Burr months. And on top of all of the holiday stuff, we have Christmas. I mean, not Christmas. We have birthdays. So I was saying, maybe I'll get to my closet so-and-so weekend, but also Eleanor's birthday. I'm pretty sure her birthday weekend is that weekend. So, I'm going to do my best. And then on top of that, all of the kids, the sports have ramped up again. So we've got so many sports activities to go to almost every single day. And I wouldn't have it any other way, you guys. Having my kids involved in sports, it's so great for them on so many levels. It gives them confidence. It makes them feel included. It allows them to hone in on a skill. And honestly, it's like great physically for them to be active and moving, and just on so many levels, it's so great. So I really wouldn't have it any other way. It does keep us very busy. But there will be a time in our lives where we don't have that, where we don't have the busyness. I say that, but like, who knows? Maybe we'll have grandkids and there won't be a period of slowness in our lives. And that might be the best way to do it, right? We'll see, okay? Keep tabs on me. Anyway, I wanted to talk about the elf on the shelf, the hat that I found in that drawer. So I think I told you guys, I at least told you on Instagram that I saw an Instagram ad. I've never bought anything from Instagram before in my life. Not Instagram, not TikTok. I'm not really on TikTok. I do have a TikTok, but I don't post. I'm the worst. I don't know. Anyway, I've never bought anything off of, offshoot sites like that. So I found something on an ad and I thought, wow, that's really cool. Let me do it. And it was pretty expensive too. Okay. It wasn't cheap. I'll say that. And I did this. And as soon as I did it, I just realized I probably got scammed. They probably stole my information and all this stuff, right? And I just crossed my fingers. I even posted it Instagram. Guys, did I just get scammed? And we were like, well, we're going to find out soon. At least a month has gone by since I bought this. And it finally came in this day that I'm cleaning. And I'm so happy about it. And what it is the elf on the shelf. You guys know about it. Listen, we have one. And I think the first 2 years I bought it, 2013 and 2014, I moved it around and, did a couple cutesy things with it. But that was the extent. I know some people go all out. Have we met? I'm not one of those people. But I thought, you know what? It's kind of cutesy. Maybe I'll set it up this year. So it's a kit where you buy it and it has little pouches and they're numbered. So each day has a little pouch where it sets up a little scene and it has whatever you need for the scene. And I just thought it was really cute. And since it was kind of simplified like that, I know my little kids will get a kick out of it. So, fingers crossed. No promises that I will do it every single day, but I do have high hopes that I'll at least do it 5 times. That's my thing, because I can only do as much as I can do. Hey, speaking of packages that came in, this is like a week's worth of packages that I just hadn't gotten to. And I say a week's worth, but most of them were delivered same day. I like to do, especially on something like this, where these are mostly all for Meredith's birthday. It's like birthday decor and birthday activities and, cake stuff and all that good stuff. So I ordered it and then it gives you the option have an Amazon Prime Day. And so everything comes to your house on the same day, which is, probably helpful on multiple parties' end, obviously on their end, and the people who have to come to my house and all that stuff. So if it's something like this, that's fine. And I can get it delivered on the same day and I can wait a few more days. But if it's like a book that my daughter needed yesterday and she forgot to tell me about the week before, that's when I pay extra shipping to have it brought to my house at, between 4 a.m. and 8 a.m. So, it's a whole spectrum. I got to do it all. So going through that, all of those boxes condensed into that one box that you saw, which was so nice, but it's her birthday party stuff. And I didn't bring it in my room because I was like, I don't want to declutter my room up anymore. So I put it right outside my bedroom door, which I think is fine. It's totally fine. And what else is happening in this room? So this is the dining room, and that cabinet back there gets a little cluttered. I've got a drill up there. I had that sharp knife. I don't even know what that knife was or where it came from or where it's going. Okay. But I do know that it exists. And I think I may have put it back on the shelf or I put it in the garage. I'm not really sure. But the drill was up there. And probably a week before, someone was over. Oh, I think it was when they were taking the bunk bed apart. They were looking for the drill. And I was like, oh, I don't know. Did someone not put it back where it belongs? And it's up there in the dining room. Of course it's in the dining room. Where else would it be? So anyway, going through that, I tidied that up a little bit, and then I made my way to the kitchen. This is always a point of contention with me. If you're living life, your kitchen's a mess, and that's my motto over here. And so every day, multiple times a day, we have to clean the kitchen. Isn't that annoying? Literally, no one talks about this before you become adult. How much you have to clean your kitchen. Not necessarily every area in your house, but the kitchen, always. Even when we get takeout, I have to clean my kitchen because we go through utensils and cups and we might need other things, serving trays or whatever. But man, the kitchen is always a mess. No, I mean, I say always. I just mean 95% of the time. It's a mess. And we have a pretty open floor plan, so there's no hiding the mess. And for me, when we were looking at houses, I've explained to you guys before that this is not the layout of house that is like my dream house. This is our dream property. And that's why we got this house. There are a lot of great things about this house. Obviously, this kitchen is a dream kitchen. Okay. For me, I have so much space. I have all that counter space to cut things up and, sprawl everything out. And it's great for entertaining. And there are so many great things about it. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, for my ideal, I like things to be a little more compartmentalized. Not to say that I would like to have a kitchen that's tucked away from the rest of the house. But anyway, there's no hiding this kitchen is what I'm trying to say. Short story long. And so when people come into our house, this is an area that I'm like, okay, let me take 10 minutes if I know someone's coming over. And really, typically, you guys, I've said this before, almost every single day someone is over my house. And so I do my best to keep this a tidy space. It doesn't always work out. And listen, I have 5 kids. If my house is a mess, it's fine. And I will tell you, if your house is a little bit on the sloppier side, I don't know if studies have been done or if people just talk about it freely, but people feel more comfortable in a house that feels lived in rather than a magazine worthy, perfect. Those houses are great to go to and look at, because I definitely have friends whose houses look like that. And I have to quickly remind myself that we have a very different set of circumstances. And the number one that I always remind myself if I go to my friend's house and their house looks a certain way and those thoughts start creeping in oh my gosh, your house should be looking like this. If she can keep it up, why can't you? She's got XYZ on her plate. But here's the thing. I have ABC on my plate. Different things on our plates. Probably still a lot, but they are different. And for me, I have young kids. Not only do I have young kids, I have many of them. And so I like to try to give myself grace in situations like that. Like I was talking about earlier in the video, a different season of life where maybe in a couple of years, I'll have a little bit more independence and a little bit more time to invest in keeping a cleaner house. Because I feel like all day long I'm doing stuff. There is not a time where I'm just oh, let's laugh. You know what I mean? Different season of life, I want to watch Grey's Anatomy. What season are they on? I don't know. I stopped watching during COVID, But one day I'll have ample time. We do have family movie night. And, you know what we watched? Oh my gosh, this past week, what was it? This is the greatest show. Oh my gosh, if you haven't seen that movie in a long time, first of all, or ever, put that on your list of movies to watch pronto. It is such a great one. It is so good. I forgot how good it was. It is so captivating. There's so much happening and I love it. Man, what a great cinematic masterpiece that was. So The Greatest Showman, it is a musical. If you don't like those, and you know what we were listening to the soundtrack to the other day, it may have been this day when I was cleaning. High School Musical. I think it was when we were eating dinner. Anyway, it doesn't really matter the details, but we were listening to High School Musical. I put on Zac Efron, obviously. Bet on It or Bet on Me. He really got snubbed with that song. I'm just going to say he deserves some kind of award. It is great. I put it on. It's so good. But anyway, I put it on and I was like, it's been a while since we watched High School Musical. Like the whole, what is it, a trilogy? It's so good. It's underrated, honestly. I'm looking for a High School Musical shirt. If you find one, let me know. Not like a new one, but like a vintage one. I'm going to have to look through the kids' clothes because I bet you they're harder to come by now than you would think. All right. Anyway, I'm pumping up. Pump up the jams. Pump it up while you feed it. Oh my goodness. You know what song I was working out to this morning? What song came on in the gym? Oh, what was it? Will Smith and Jazzy J Fresh or something. Let me think about it. It's so good. It's boom, shake, 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 boom. Shake, 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 oh my goodness. When is the last time you heard that song? I'm going to look it up right now and see when it was released. Oh, I don't even know. Okay, it was on YouTube in 2011, but it obviously came out well before that. 1993. Oh, the good old 90s. I feel like no one listens to, songs like that. When you think of the 90s, like boy bands, people are all about that. But man, and then the early 90s music really gets kind of snubbed over. Maybe not Whitney Houston, because all of her songs are total bops, total jams. And then the 80s, obviously, like hit after hit in the 80s. All right, anyway. Laundry room. I'm tidying up this space. I don't know what I'm eating. Oh, I found some Halloween candy. Yes, it's still lingering about our house. Nothing bad to say there. I'm just gonna whenever I find some. But these were crackers, and I was like, okay, well, like cheese, and like maybe that's healthier. So I was snacking on those. Feel like I needed a little refresh, a little bit of a kick in the rear. I was like, you know what? I need a little, what's it called when you eat? When you like, I need sustenance. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I needed a snack. And when I get in the mode, like I had been cleaning at this point for hours. When I get in the mode, and okay, let me just say that I eat every couple hours. Like you know what I mean? I graze a lot. So at this point, I was like, I need something in my body, but I'm too busy doing stuff to sit down and eat. Or, well, really, how often do we sit down and eat? We make it a point to do dinner together every night. So at least once a day. But for breakfast and lunch, I don't really sit down. Sometimes Alex and I will sit down if he's home. But you know what I mean? We do our best. Anyway, crackers and cheese was my choice. It's a girl dinner. Girl dinner. Have you heard of that? Is that going around? My daughter would probably say, oh, that was so, I don't know, in reference to, that happened last year. Okay, boomer. Okay, millennial. Anyway, speaking of millennial, we were picking out, finally the closet people came today, yay, to get some more measurements on hallway closets and stuff and the built-ins. And so they were asking what colors we wanted the shelves. And I asked Alex, and he was like, oh, obviously this one. I was like, okay, millennial. I was like, you picked the most millennial color. But they're going to look great. He picked certain things for areas, and then I was like, okay, well, these closets I'm going to pick. And so I picked like a natural wood. I feel like that's timeless. It's really nice. I like the touch. So I'm going to do it. I think it's oak or maple. I don't know. I forgot already, but it is the natural wood tone. So I'm excited about that. Maybe I made the wrong choice. I don't know. I need you guys to tell me what to do. Steer me in the right direction. But otherwise, that is it. Yo-ho! Thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out with me. I hope you got some cleaning done. I feel like I got so much done today, and really cleaning out my bedroom gave me so much peace. It was really wearing me down walking into my bedroom like that. But all is done, and I'll see you next time. Bye!